Welcome to the Risk Forever channel, guys. In this video I will share top 10 tips on how to get better at Risk. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Learn from the experienced players who already have a big package of experience and knowledge. Watch videos on YouTube. The player who has a lot of experience can quickly share it with you in a relatively short amount of time. Imagine you could obtain the experience of the player who played over 2 years, just like in 2 months of intensive practicing and learning. Wouldn't that would be great? That would be an absolutely amazing, tons of time-saving shortcut. Well, of course you could try learning by yourself, but imagine losing and losing over again, doing the same mistakes and actually not even realizing them, having no idea what you're doing wrong. Like, imagine a person who just learned how to play chess trying to figure out the best strategies by himself, without looking up any information online. He wouldn't go far, or his progress would be very slow. And I think the same is with Risk, or any other games. We're living in a digital era, so there's plenty of the information online nowadays, so there's not a problem anymore. You just need to be curious, eager, and seeking to improve. In this channel I provide a lot of information on how to win at Risk, sharing the best tips and tricks along with strategies I know. So it would be a great start to begin learning here. If you're new to the channel, then I would highly recommend you to subscribe, pushing the notification bell as well, so you will be the one who gets to know about the newest strategies first. Tip number 2. Practice and play often. You can learn a lot from the videos, but if you very rarely play, then it won't be that much effective as it could. You should definitely apply the knowledge you've got from the videos to the real games as well. So combine these 2 tips into the practice and you will get the best possible learning result ever. Tip number 3. Play with higher ranked players. It's important to play with better players than you. It's the best way to learn and test your skills and practice. They will give you a tough competition, and at the same time you will be more motivated and seek to improve your gameplay. They will create you the conditions in which you can improve fast. Tip number 4. From time to time, play with novices and other low-ranked players. Only playing with higher-ranked players can become an extremely tough challenge for you. So from time to time take a break and play some games with novices as well. You will see how much better you have become than you were before, and at the same time it will help you to stay motivated. Tip number 5. Learn from your own and other player mistakes, learn from the wins as well. Record your gameplays and analyze them, watch what mistakes you and other players made, always think that you or other players could have done differently to succeed. See what strategy did you or other players use, how did they win, or what have they done to succeed. Learn not only from the mistakes but from the wins as well. Personally, I learned a lot from analyzing and uploading my games to YouTube, so I can totally relate to that, otherwise this tip wouldn't have been shared over here. Tip number 6. Don't think that you're the best, that there is no more room for improvement. As when you start to think that you're the best, then you're stopping to improve and eventually starting to de-evolve. You could be very good at some specific settings or game modes, but actually you can always find what you could improve. For example, I'm quite good at 6-player 60 seconds progressive, but I still see that I'm far from perfect. I still make a lot of mistakes. Sometimes I realize I didn't distribute the troops properly because of timing, which is so important in 60-second progressive card games, or sometimes I realize that I don't have enough time to do this or that, because of not planning ahead, and I make a bunch of other mistakes as well. Currently, as of now, I'm really focusing on timing, to be as fast as possible, to plan ahead, to not miss any of the opportunities, because sometimes it takes me so much time to plan just to realize that I don't have enough time anymore for this or that lull. Also, I'm always thinking how diplomacy could improve my game, as sometimes you can lose because some players started to hate you because of something, and since they don't really know how to properly play with progressive cards, they start attacking or crushing your troops when it's not necessarily needed at all. So yeah guys, and I'm not even talking about the other game modes, maps, or even some settings where I still have a lot of room for improvement as well. I don't get the attitude of a person who pretends to know everything thinking that he or she is the best. I always try to improve and become better than I was before. Tip number 7. Join the Risk community. Join the risk4ever Discord server. Meet the same-minded people as you, talk about strategy and don't be afraid to ask for advice. There are a lot of grandmasters in the risk4ever Discord server, so if you're a quite bad player, then you could always ask them for some advice or strategy tips, either playing in weekly subscriber or any other casual games hosted by the community members. After seeing how you play, they could always give you an advice on how to improve your gameplay and what you could have done better if you asked them. Lots of friendly people in the server. Or if you're already a very good player, then playing in subscriber games will give you a very tough competition and at the same time the most valuable experience as well. Lots of Grandmaster rank players play in the risk4ever Discord server. So if you're looking for the best possible practice, then I would highly recommend you to join the server and participate in the subscriber games too. The link to the server is in description, and I will also leave it to the pinned comment too. Tip number 8. Beat all of the scenarios, especially 1 versus all scenario. From it you can learn a lot of endgame strategies which would definitely help you in the games. I'd recommend checking the video I made on this scenario out, trying to beat the scenario in every possible provided way. I will leave the link to that video in the comments section down below, and in case you haven't beaten some of the other scenarios yet, I will leave a link to the scenarios playlist there as well. Tip number 9. Try out variety of game modes and settings. You don't necessarily have to play with them or even master them. But it would be absolutely great to know some basics to get a bigger picture. There are a lot of Risk game modes in the Risk Global Domination app: World Domination, 70% Domination, 5-Round Rumble, Capital Conquest and Zombie Apocalypse, and some interesting settings as well, like Fog of War and Blizzards. And I'm not even talking about the variety of maps. I will be honest, personally I don't really play that much other game modes than World Domination and other maps than Classic, but from time to time I'm trying them out as well. The risk4ever channel provides a library of playlists which contain variety of game modes. So when you have a free minute, don't hesitate to check them out. In the playlists you will even find the game modes which haven't even been implemented in the app yet, like Team Battles game mode played with my subscribers. And finally, tip number 10. Be proud of yourself. Believe in yourself and always have the intent to improve. Get rid of the loser's attitude and have the attitude of a winner instead. Stop blaming others and take the responsibility for your current situation and the future by yourself. The negative attitude will bring you nowhere. If you have a negative attitude, then it will not only be hard for you to succeed in Risk, but in the real life doing something else as well. So if you have a negative attitude as of now, then it will be the best to get rid of it right now. Change your attitude from negative to positive and be amazed with the results you will start getting. I know it will be hard at first and it will take some time, maybe lots of time for some of you, but believe that, it will be worth it. So that was it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Give this video a thumbs up if so. Also let me know in the comments section down below which of these 10 tips you will be using first. Which tip do you think is the best? Also, if you want to share your advice on how to get better at Risk with other players, then feel free to do that in the comments section down below as well. Remember to practice every day to sharpen your skills and to watch Risk videos to keep your memory fresh. Personally, I enjoy re-watching my old videos too. By the way, from now on you can support me by becoming a member of the risk4ever channel. To do so, you need to press on the join button, and then select one of the tiers: player, winner, or champion. Special shout out goes to those who are already supporting me. So start learning here. Check out some playlists, whether you will start from fixed cards, progressive cards, Risk tips, or Risk strategies. If you're eager to learn, then tap one on these playlists and start learning now. Don't delay, start now. And remember, small daily steps every day will lead to your biggest goal one day. believe it, and achieve it.